Okay, so here we have another year down and another football boot predictor from us at Football Boots. So what can we expect in 2019? With 2018 being a World Cup year, we saw more boots than ever released, including some sensational colorways from Adidas, some epic limited edition releases from Nike, and we saw Puma step up with their football boots, and smaller brands like New Balance and Mizuno did bits also. So now we are in 2019 and we have already seen Nike drop this pack named Black Lux, which seriously could be the best pack of the year already, and it's only been a few days. Black and gold always works whether it's on the Mercurial or Tiempo, and the fan vision looks sensational as well. But hey, no high venom. Yes, I said it, no high venom in this pack. This is Blake from Football Boots, so in today's video we'll predict upcoming releases from Nike, Adidas and Puma, and many more brands and special signature editions will be included as well. I suggest you go ahead and like this video and subscribe if you have not done so already, because there are some serious bootlegs in this video. So yes, no high venom in the new Black Lux pack, which could mean one of two things: a new high venom generation or a completely new silo. We're hinting towards the latter. Why? Because of these pictures, which reveal some of the biggest high venom headliners of Rashford & Co. wearing blacked out prototypes in training. The pictures shown here reveal quite a lot of the boot's features, which to me almost looks like a return to the highly popular Total 90 series, which died out in 2013. I don't think that the boot will be named the Total 90, but as you can see, we're looking at some aggressive rubber panels on the striking zone of the boot. Whether it has fly in it, we think so, but only in parts of the boot, and obviously no collar can be seen. Good work, Nike. We've heard rumours that the boot will be a completely new generation and name, so we have created some concepts to what we think Nike will offer us in 2019 with this new boot. The concepts created here are from the high venom, so it won't be too close to what they'll actually look like, but we can reveal is that Nike will most likely offer a crimson or vault yellow colorway early on in this boot's lifespan. We think the launch colorway will be the black and gold Lux version. As Nike do with every generation, is offer a black version to everyone, which will be the launch version, and a coloured version may drop in the next few weeks if not sooner. We'll predict it will be either crimson or vault yellow. So we can confirm those colour varieties of black, crimson and vault for the start of the year for this boot, and later in the year you should 100% expect to see a Blackout Academy or Stealth Ops colourway, which are always popular. Like what we saw for the High Venom 3, we saw a Strike Night release, so maybe the likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang or Alexandre Lacazette may headline this particular colorway. 3 more packs we could potentially expect based on Nike's color palette and what colors they have recently used in 2018 for their High Venom. We could see another predominantly black pack released similar to the Pitch Dark pack released in 2017, and a predominantly white pack similar to the Motion Blur pack released in 2017 as well. And some sort of young players pack as well could be seen. We've seen the Rising Fast and Rising Fire released in 2017 and 2018. The colours for this may vary, but we're predicting another grey-blue base pack. Like what Nike did with their Phantom Vision last year, we could expect an EA Sports FIFA 20 collaboration with this boot released as well. You're just seeing a concept here, none of the design details have been confirmed. In terms of signature releases for this boot, there are 2 players that we expect may or may not get their own versions. One is of course Harry Kane, who may receive a gold out boot, and our second player is MAURO ICARDI, who is arguably one of the best strikers in the world at the moment. We've predicted a nice Inter-inspired boot for him. These 2 boots are though unlikely to be produced. The last 2 predicted colorways for the silo may even be released in 2020. We think orange or laser orange colorways will be produced by Nike. We may be completely wrong with these colorways, but it's based on what Nike have used in the past on their High Venom in 2018. So what about Nike's Mercurial? I'm absolutely in love with the just released Black Lux colorway. We did see a lot of colors and versions of the Mercurial released in 2018, so we can be pretty precise about guessing the colorways for 2019. Nike amazingly offered 25 different colorways, some of which were limited and special editions in 2018. That is simply staggering, and there's a couple of colors absent or rare in this collection. As said earlier, we think it's highly likely Nike will drop a mostly black pack midway through this year, having just seen the Black Lux just launched. Another Stealth Ops pack should follow as well, so that's 3 solid black Mercurials expected this year. We think a mostly white Mercurial will be released midway through the year, because seeing the collection here, there's an absence of white boots apart from the World Cup Just Do It edition. It's likely the likes of Kylian Mbappe could headline a young players pack launched after the kickoff of the 2019-20 season. Signature releases and our eyes could include 4 or 5 players for the Mercurial. The first is of course CR7, who had his last chapter boot launched last year. He in my eyes will receive an endless supply of signature boots, much like Ronaldinho receives from Nike. We don't have much idea of what Nike will produce for him this year, but we may expect some sort of chapter wrap up or even Ballon d'Or boot if he wins the crown in 2019. The second player is of course Neymar, who received his last signature boot named MODRIC for the World Cup, and we think he'll get his third official signature vapor in the first quarter of this year, if not very soon. Design and colour details are very unknown, but we think it's based on what Nike have offered him in the past, so it may be grey, black, white or red, it's still very unknown. We've purely made this concept for him. The winner of the 2019 Ballon d'Or could very well be Kylian Mbappe, and we've made this red and gold boot for him. This of course could be made for CR7 as well if he wins the crown. If Messi does not win the award, we should see another Nike player headline the award. Luka Modric could receive a platinum based vapor, or it could even be Eden Hazard who receives this edition, but we expect this release is unlikely to be dropped. But the big talking point is the next gen Mercurial, which we should expect an upgrade in 2020 for the Euros, but we have heard rumours that it may be released at the end of this year. Potentially. Usually Nike renew each generation every 2 years, but considering the Mercurial is so popular, they may release the next gen at the 1.5 year mark, which will be November-December. There could be a slight chance it may even be earlier than that, perhaps for the kickoff of the 2019-20 season. We hope Nike revert back to the original Swiss location on the 4th for this release and expect Kylian Mbappe to replace CR7 as the head-on player for the Mercurial. Based on what Nike has released for the current Superfly, we expect Nike to use either blue or green for their new generation. Exciting times ahead for Nike, that's for sure. So what do we expect for Adidas' Predator in 2019? The Predator 19 Plus was released at the end of last year, so we should see an array of colorways for this silo. Like Nike's Black Luxe pack, we've heard rumors of a mostly black Adidas pack will drop in January. Usually after new generations, brands will be quick to deliver a classic black colorway to the public. Adidas like to offer at least 2 black packs a year, so we should expect a blackout pack launched midway through the year. It has been a long time since we saw a mostly white coloured Predator, so we think a white pack will be delivered as well midway through the year. A blue Predator could be released before the halfway point of the year, as the last time we saw that colour was for the Deadly Strike this time last year. Green, silver and orange are 3 other colours which haven't been used for the Predator lately, so we could see that for the Predator, but orange and green are very uncommon Predator colours, so we expect just a chrome silver boot offered to us as well in 2019. Since Adidas update their boots every year, the Predator 20 Plus could be released in November. Considering the Predator 19 Plus was arguably exactly the same as the Predator 18 Plus, we should expect more of a change for the new gen. In my head, I want more of a Predator feel with added rubber zones, more of a commanding boot in midfield, if you know what I mean. Adidas finally mastered their remakes last year, so we could see some Precision, Accelerator or Mania remakes in different colours this year, and we think white, silver and gold remakes will be released. As for Nike's Tiempo, it's time for a new generation. Personally, I think the current gen is a very good football boot, but we should see a completely new gen for the leather football boot this year. Prior to the new gen dropping, we should see 2 packs mentioned earlier, a mostly black pack and a mostly white pack launched before the new gen is released midway through the year. We see Ramos as a key headliner for the silo again, and we have added a collar on the Tiempo. By no means does it need a collar, but it could be where Nike head with their Tiempo Legend 8. The new Legend 8 is likely to feature K-leather again, and we've heard rumours that the upper construction may be changed completely. Nike offered a lot of black colorways for the Legend 7, so we could expect some similar colorways to launch for the Legend 8. As to Adidas' Copper silo, we should see further colorways launched for the laceless leather boots. We saw a classy champagne colorway released for its launch, so expect a black colorway to be released very shortly for this silo. A blackout is expected later in the year, which should be very popular, and the mostly white pack mentioned earlier will be a big seller as well. The Copper 20 Plus will be likely launched at the end of the year, and we should expect to see a very similar boot, as Adidas tend to upgrade their boots heavily every 2 years. We might see red, blue, yellow or black used for the launch. These colours however could also be used for the current Copper 19 Plus. Paulo Dybala will again be Adidas' main man to launch the silo, and we think it's unlikely, but he may even get a signature Copper himself. Now, what do we expect for Nike's Phantom Vision in 2019? We've already seen grey, maroon, blue, white and black on 4 separate occasions, so expect to see some bright Phantom Visions this year. We think crimson or red and Volt Yellow are very likely colours to see on Nike's Phantom Vision very soon. 2 additional black colourways should be seen later in the year, as we've already just seen 4 black versions so far. A young players pack could switch the colours up, and a mostly white edition will be very popular as well. We think it's unlikely any Phantom Vision wearer will receive a signature edition, But if they do, we think it will be KDB. We created this concept for him, but I think Nike's focus will be on their new Hybridum Striker boot this year. Adidas's X received its big update last year for the World Cup, so 2019 should be less hectic for this boot. Expect at least 2 black deliveries for this boot, and a very nice white colorway will be dropped also. Adidas used blue, yellow, black, white and green colours so far already for the X18 Plus, so we think it's highly likely to see a red X18 Plus very soon. Other colours which have not been used is orange and green, which we might actually see used for the X19 Plus, which is expected to be released midway through the year. The changes for the X19 Plus we expect to be very minimal, and we've heard rumours that the launch design could be either black or silver or even both. We think Mo Salah will be Adidas's main man to reveal the boot, and even though it's unlikely, if he did receive a signature X this year, it could look something a bit like this: red for Liverpool and gold for all goals scored. Puma had a great 2018, we expect the number 3 brand in the world to do the same in 2019. Generation updates are expected for the Future and One Silos to occur very soon, but changes to these boots are likely to be very minimal. The next gen Future is likely to be very similar to the Future 2.1, using the same external lacing system, upper and sole plate. Puma tend to avoid using the same colours used by Nike and Adidas, but we expect they might drop a bold red colour, Future, very soon, and followed by that a black colourway as well. Blue, green and yellow colours may be seen later in the year or not at all, but that's the colours we expect for that boot. It's highly likely to see another GRIEZMANN signature Future as well, so we created this red and gold version for him. As to the One Solo, this may receive a subtle update as well. A red or blue coloured one may be seen very soon, while a black version will be dropped shortly after too. Green and yellow ones are very likely, and we'd love to see a signature BUFFON one as well, as he is likely to retire from football this year. Adidas's Nemeziz will receive a new generation midway through the year. 2 black colours will be dropped prior to the end of the 18-19 season, and we may expect a bold yellow or red colourway introduced as well. Roberto Firmino may be Adidas's main man to reveal the Nemeziz 19 Plus, which is rumoured to use a black or chrome launch design. Leo Messi will no doubt get new colourways as well. Looking at his 2018 collection, we predict we may get a Volt yellow version, a black version or even a chrome silver edition this year. Adidas's Glitch will roll into 2019 as well, offering again an array of new colorways and sole plate versions, which are always eye-catching. Expect to see new generations from other brands as well. It's like a New Balance will update their Tekla 1.0 Pro to their 2.0 Pro and their Furon 4.0 Pro to their 5.0 Pro. Under Armour should upgrade their Magnetico Pro to its 2nd generation. Mizuno may potentially reveal a 3rd generation of Regular, and Umbro will offer more colorways for their latest Medusa 3 Elite, which will be made available this year. So 2018 will be hard to beat, but 2019 looks to be another blockbuster year involving some massive football boots. Be sure to watch our best videos here and vote in the poll code the boot you are most excited to see in 2019. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.